Welcome back for day 2 of the 100 horror films in 31 days. Today I got in 3 films. I really need to try to average 3 a day to hit the 100. It's going to be tough later in the week because I've got some things going on. I'll be out of town, but if I can hit 4 or 5 a day, then on the down days I'll be okay. All right, first up, Dagon. This is the Vestron release, directed by Stuart Gordon. I think it's 2001. This is one of the few films that grows on me with repeat viewings. Initially, I didn't like it. I thought the special effects sucked and the fish people sucked. But I've really started to come around on this film. Dagon is a Hebrew Mesopotamian name for a fish god, but it's really more along the lines of fertility god, and that's what you have here, is that an island of fish people sacrifices to their god Dagon for fertility and food and crops. Well, a lot along the lines of Wicker Man in a way. I thought I think the story is a good story, and I think the sets are great. And I'm warming up to the look of the fish people. It's still a bit clunky, but it's a good H.P. Lovecraft story, and the Blu-ray that Vestron released is excellent. Sound quality is excellent. Special feature wise, there's a commentary track. I think there's 2 commentary tracks actually. There's 2 commentary tracks and interviews. I haven't gone through it. I'm just trying to pound out the watches right now. But Dagon is a 7 out of 10. I used to put it kind of in the 6 category, but I'm gonna up it to 7 out of 10. Next up is 2002's Resident Evil. I've got the 5 film box. I've been trying to work my way through that. Mila Jovovich. Basically, this movie comes across like an zombie infection, playing zombie Call of Duty Zombies. You're just watching a version of that. Silly storyline. I've tried so many times to follow this. Basically the story is Mila plays a girl that's a product of the Hive. The Hive is a group of scientists that have come up with a T virus, and they've been using it for military purposes essentially. And unbeknownst to Mila, she's really part of the whole sinister plot. And of course, you've just got endless parade of action-oriented, super polished, super slick CGI action scenes. I don't know. It comes across very cold. You really never get too involved with the characters. I think that's the main problem with it. But it's a fun watch. I don't really can't criticize it too heavily. Paul Anderson directed film. I give it a 6 out of 10. And then last but not least is 1977's Blue Sunshine, Jeff Lieberman, one of my favorite directors. Of course, he did one of the great indie slasher films, that's Just Before Dawn. This film is a cautionary tale about drug use, and more of a cautionary tale about make sure you know the source and what it is the drugs you're taking, really. Blue Sunshine basically is a form of acid that affected people in college. They didn't know what they were taking, and it laid dormant in their bodies until they became adults, and then bad things started happening. And it usually was triggered by your hair falling out. Once your hair falled out, you became like a maniac killer, really. There's some really, really gripping, excellent scenes in this. It's a great, compelling storyline. Zaltzman King, who's a really interesting actor, plays the lead in this. Great story, compelling. must own. I think I give this an 8 out of 10. And this edition, released by Cult Epics, I think, is just loaded, man. I've been through it before. Endless special features. This thing is so thick with stuff in it that if you open it, it just kind of flays out all over the place. I mean, there's a soundtrack. There's endless special features, interviews, commentaries. It's an outstanding release. If you don't have this, try and get your hands on a copy of this. It's excellent. Well, that will do it for day 2, and I will be back shortly to let you know how day 3 went. Thanks for watching.